Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yeshai Bashim Kadesh. And double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, for the true leaders of Israel today. And salutations to all the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai. And the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as were the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akala, and I'm from the GMS Jamaica Kingston camp. And this is about Esau Edom and his NWO agenda, which will not fully come to fruition. All right, Esau Edom right now, he's getting ready to make his big move upon this earth, right? That's why you see certain things happening, right? And it starts with their ruling class, right? Because every nation that is in rulership has a ruling class. The nation of Israel has a ruling class when we rule. You know, it starts with Yahushai, King David, the 12 apostles, the 144,000, right? So there's order with all things. And their ruling class, the wicked elite of Esau Edom, these men have been planning this for decades, right? And the number one thing coming with their NWO agenda is the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. So when you take a look at everything that's going on around the world, you know, I'd say, I mean, it's always been in the works, right? But they really started to put it into, I'd say, full speed, speaking as a man, in 2020, when they decided to push that thing, right? Which caused a lot of ramifications, such as the supply chain being broken and still being affected by it, which that is something that is, you know, gradually happening over time with the inflation and whatever else, the monetary system and how it's failing over time, and how they blamed certain ways that the current monetary system works right now. They blame it, and now they're conveniently bringing in a better monetary system by way of these central bank digital currencies, which is going to be the new way to pay, the digital way to pay, right? And so that technology is going to be merged with the microchip. That's why it says in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 17, buy and sell, right? They also have these digital identification systems, which they've been expediting as well. So all of that is in the works. And these men, with all the other things happening in the shadows as well, that they've been planning, that they've been setting up, it's all in the works, man, right? For this devil, it says in Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So he knows his time is short, right? He most certainly knows that. He knew that his end was coming, especially when it says that the prophets of Yahweh Shimon Shai woke up, right? The men of Israel, the children of Israel, started to wake up, and as it says in the prophecy of Baruch chapter 30, that we will call upon the name of the Lord and remember ourselves in the land of our captivity. And the wicked elite of Esau Edom, they know who we are. All right, they knew who we are, going back to even just say 1492. You know, they created a whole movie about the journey of Christopher Columbus, whose name is really Cristobal Colon. And in that movie, 1492, he said it himself that he knew that people were over here because of Esdras. And they're talking about the book of Esdras in the Apocrypha, right? In chapter 13 and verse 40, I believe it is, it talks about the 10 tribes that came over here to the Americas. So they knew, right? And they knew that those tribes, those 10 tribes, are of the children of Israel, right? And that would be the Northern Kingdom Israelites, right? You so-called Latinos, Seminole Indians, Native Americans, okay? So Esau has known who we are, and the prophets woke up, and we've been prophesying, right? And then they have been seeing the chariots of the Most High, which are called the UFOs, more frequently, more so than ever before. And they knew all of this already, because the secret and the knowledge wasn't hid from them, right, as pertaining to who we were, right? What they did was that when they put us into captivity, they beat it out of us. But that was a part of the curses put upon the children of Israel, the Israelites, as it says in the book of Deuteronomy, No, not Deuteronomy. Is it Jeremiah? That you shall discontinue from your heritage. Well, Deuteronomy says it as well, that the curses shall fall upon us, right? And that would be called a name and a byword, etc., 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 that we would put on cargo slave ships and come over here, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, and that we serve our enemies wherever, and that we've been scattered and all of these things, and that we'd worship false idols and whatever else, right? So they've been knowing about it, and the time is now, right? The time is now where you can see that they are truly speeding up their agenda for the NWO, right? But of course it shall come to naught. And so I saw this video from the brother Amawan Gabar, that's the literal name of the channel, and it says right in your face. So I just wanted to listen, because one thing that Esau Edom does, as he tries to portray himself as a god and as a self-proclaimed prophet, is that they will put things in their media. And this goes back all the way from when they started putting media out there. They put certain things out in the media, and it would look far-fetched or like a conspiracy to people, but they're actually showing you what their agenda is, right? So that when it comes to pass, or it happens, quote unquote, then then they know, they know themselves that they put it in there. But then like some people who still are under this kind of shadow of deception, they'll be like, oh wow, look at this, it was put out there and whatever. Okay, but this is how Esau Edom works, and this is also a part of their NWO agenda, right? To appear as if they're like a god, right? Because this new system that they're bringing in under the Mark of the Beast, which is that microchip, is a new slavery system where they will be able to know where you are, track where you are, what you're doing, dictate how you eat, dictate how you work, dictate everything about your life under this new system that's coming in, right? And they also intend to call the population so that it's less, because for them, they're men in flesh. They don't have the power of the Most High, obviously. So they don't have that level of power. And so they can't just have an innumerable amount of people on the planet and be able to control it. They know that from their level, they're going to have to call the population. They have to condense the population so that they will have a better grip on the population to control them. That's why they want to try and get rid of millions of people. So anyway, just listen to this real quick.
Lies as a matter of course, as a matter of policy. The Tuskegee experiments on black men in the 30s, Henrietta Lacks.
What are they trying to do?
That's the missing piece.
But it's not hard to imagine a government hiding, hoarding technology for 70 years at the expense of human life and the future of the planet. Driven not only by corporate greed, but a darker objective.
The takeover of America.
And then the world itself, by any means necessary, however violent, or cruel, or efficient.
Yeah, and your governments are set up by these wicked elite men. All right? They're all set up. These elections are not, well, let me just not say certain things, but you already know what it is, man. It's all set up by them. All right? These countries are nothing but corporations, but businesses working under the wicked banking elite, okay? And they're mentioned in the chaos, right? Because out of chaos, what's their motto? Order ad chaos, right? Out of chaos comes order, and that's what they're getting ready to bring upon this world, chaos. All right, they're gonna be doing things to create the breakdown of the current financial system, the famine, the pestilence, everything, which this is all going to be brought by Yahweh Shemishai. In 2nd Esdras chapter 15, it says that the Lord is going to bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction, right? So the Lord is doing all this judgment, right? But he's going to be using Esau, Edom, that sword upon us, okay? The wicked of our people, the Israelites specifically, to bring judgment upon us and to bring judgment upon the world. He's using Esau as that vessel, right? But Esau will then get judged for it. And that's just how it's written. Okay? And for all the atrocities that Esau Edom has done.
By severe drought, brought on by weather wars, conducted secretly using aerial contaminants and high-altitude electromagnetic waves, in a state of perpetual war, to create problem, reaction, solution scenarios to distract, enrage, and enslave American citizens at home. With tools like the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act, which abridge the Constitution in the name of national security. the militarization of police forces in cities across the U.S., the building of prison camps by the Federal Emergency Management Agency with no stated purpose, the corporate takeover of food and agriculture, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, even the military in clandestine agendas to fatten, dull, sicken, and control a populace already consumed by consumerism.
And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
A government that taps your phone, collects your data, and monitors your whereabouts with impunity. A government preparing to use that data against you when it strikes. And the final takeover begins.
The takeover of America.
By a well-oiled and well-armed multinational group of elites that will cull, kill, and subjugate.
So, of course, when they put certain information out there, it's all mixed, right? So that's why you have to be able to pick out the bones, right? Because America already has been taken up. It was created by these individuals or whatever it is, right? So it's already in control. It's just that what these wicked elites are doing right now are getting ready for the NWO. You know, that one world government, one world currency, one world religion, one world everything, as well as calling the population and everything behind it, man. And of course, just microchipping the people. Okay?
Gate.
So anyway, you can watch the beginning and the rest of the video at, once again, the brother's channel is Amon Gabar, right in your face. All right. And so, you know, the thing about these Edomites, man, they have a certain spirit upon them, right, that the Lord puts on them. In Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 1, it says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, that I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised, right? Because Esau is the basis of men, the lowest of the low, right? You can read about how low Esau is in Genesis chapter 3, verse 14, okay? The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. So the Lord's going to tear Esau down out of rulership, man. And he's been ruling for a good while. The little season spoken about in Revelation chapter 20, right? But it's coming to an end very, very soon. And you'll know his end, of course, when Yahushua returns. However, when Yahushua is returning, the missiles will be heading towards America, which is Mystery Babylon the Great, to destroy America, right? And when it says that you see that, that is when you know that Esau Edom is officially out of power. But in regards to his NWO, it says that he cannot perform. In Job chapter 5 and verse 12, it says, he disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, right? So enterprise says here. Okay. So their enterprise is overall this NWO, right? And everything that they put into it. And it won't be completed. It will start, because we're in the midst of it right now. It will start and it will get to a very far level. You know, who knows the percentage out of 100, maybe even 80%, 90%, whatever it is, man. All right, he'll get there, but it won't hit 100%. Yahushua is going to return and knock him out of power. And it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, I think it's what, Job 20? Sophie. Yeah. In Job 20 and verse 22, it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. So in the fullness of his sufficiency, the fullness of his new world order, okay, NWO agenda, he shall be in straits. When he's about to fill his belly, so it's not going to reach to 100%. It's only going to be to a certain point. Yahweh Shemishai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating, right? Because when he's about to fill his belly, like he's getting comfortable, he thinks he's about to like be satisfied and everything. But no, the Lord is going to just stop it right there, you know, just on a random day that no man knows, right? And that's it, man. So Esau, Edom, I mean, he got his judgment to come back, because once Yahushua returns, he's going straight up into captivity. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the wisdom and patience of the saints. That's Revelation chapter 13 and verse 10, right? And then after that, after he serves the 1,000 years, Obadiah verse 18 lets you know what's going to happen, that he will be removed, to put it plainly. So with that, I like to say all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, Bashar Kodesh, Shalom.